But you've just told this court that the mastermind is a person who gives out these instructions. In other words, the mastermind in our case here, the mastermind is the person who said, accused number 1, this is your function. Accused number 2, this is your function. Accused number 3, this is your function. Accused number 4, this is your function. And accused number 5, you had to do this. He's a dangerous person. Why is that person not here?
My lord, what I can recall is that
Yes.
the brigadier did mention that he applied for a warrant of arrest,
Yes.
but it was not issued. I'm not in position to say why it was not issued. That's all I know.
Nanjengoba ushilo-ke ukuthi ungqondo-ngqondo-ke uyena-ke
He said he will apply for the warrant.
Thank you.
wathi
So there was an indication from Brigadier Kininda that he would go and make an application for a warrant of arrest against that mastermind, but fortunately you can't really say why was that not done, not so.
That's correct, my lord.
Thank you.
ushilo-ke ukuthi
But now you specifically told the court that you know for a fact that there's a mastermind. What is it that this mastermind did in the context of this case, which you are then labeling him or her or it or them as a mastermind? What is it that they did?
As a court, please, my lord, I wonder if really this issue should be canvassed in so much detail. This trial is about the current accused who are before court, and the questioning and the cross-examination should be confined to the accused who are before court.
My lord, it is this witness who came up with the concept of a mastermind. And just to paraphrase her, she said, I've got information that was in relation to the common purpose, by the way. I've got information that there's also a mastermind who was involved in this whole scenario here. So I can't understand and figure out on what basis can this question be unfair when I specifically implore that fact further as to what is it that this mastermind, in the context of this case, did, which you are then empowered or enabled to refer, or that justifies you to refer to him, because I don't know that mastermind for now, to him or her or them or it as a mastermind. I don't understand what is the unfairness of the question in that context.
My lord, this is a collateral issue. The trial is about the current accused. If a witness gives an answer on a collateral issue that cannot be pursued any further, we submit, therefore, that this line of questioning, my lord, is pursuing a collateral issue for which an answer has already been given, and it should be left to rest there, my lord.
As it is the court, my lord, my colleague is simply mentioning that it's a collateral issue. Collateral issue in the context of this trial simply means it's a facta probandum. That is a fact which is relevant to the facts in issue. That is perfectly perfect.
Yeah, continue, Mr.
As it pleases the court, my lord. What is it that this person that you are referring to, him, it, her, or them, as a mastermind, did for you to refer to them as a mastermind? Very briefly, what is it that they did?
My lord, what I can say
Yes.
is that what I was briefed, my lord, upon is that the accused are linked with the mastermind, my lord, but I'm not in position to detail everything, my lord, like how they are linking the accused to the mastermind.
So it was by mistake when you told the court that you know that there's a mastermind who operated this whole thing that was working in concert with all these accused persons here, that you've got some information about that.
It is not a mistake, my lord. I'm still standing, my lord, on that point I have made.
So according to the information that you then received as an investigating officer of this case from Brigadier Kininda, why is that mastermind or those masterminders or that it masterminder not before court here?
I do not know, my lord. What I know is that the warrant was not issued. I have no idea, my lord.
So you're suggesting that it's a question that I should pen, and when Brigadier Kininda arrives here, I should pursue that question with him.
Yes, my lord.
Thank you. So in terms of your investigation, as an investigator in this case, you don't know how this masterminder and these accused persons are linked. Now, you yourself personally.
You are saying I don't know how they are linked. May I please repeat the question?
Let me repeat my question. In terms of your own personal investigation, knowledge that you gathered as you were investigating this court, you only know that there's a mastermind who was behind this whole thing here. But what role did that mastermind play? How that mastermind influenced the existence of this accused person in this case in the commission of that offense that you do not know?
I do not know, my lord.
Thank you.
Yebo,
How many masterminders were there? As per your investigation, do you bear any knowledge?
My lord, I only know one mastermind.
Oh,
Yeah, you know, I'm not in a space to ask who that masterminder is. You say it's only one mastermind. Not so?
Yes, my lord.
Thank you. Just a second. My lord, may I consult accused number 3 on this masterminder kind of a thing? Thank you, my lord.
So one thing we should know by now is anytime an advocate does not show up in court when the others are in court, aka doesn't have to sit through a whole day of listening through stuff, is that when they come back, they're coming back guns blazing, something to do with having just that break or time away from everyone, and they come back guns blazing. And MNISI returned on Wednesday with all shots fired towards Maholo. And Maholo's stutter was just stuttering from the beginning to the very end. And she reveals a mastermind. And with that, MNISI said, I'm going to take you down. You brought it up, so we're going on the mastermind conversation. But what was hilarious is Baloyi trying to object to the mastermind conversation coming up, because Baloyi knew if we continue down this mastermind conversation, Maholo will have to reveal who the mastermind is, Kelly Khumalo, and then from then, she's going to have to talk about 375. Baloyi wants nothing to do with that. He wants a very minimal interaction with 375, but MNISI said, we are going there, and Judge Rata had no choice but to let the line of questioning go through because the witness brought it up. There we go. So kudos to MNISI. That was a fantastic job that he did with her. But what was hilarious for me, first of all, I learned a new word. Ungondo, mastermind. Oh, that's a new word for me. But it was MNISI consistently saying, who is the mastermind? Is it a him, a her, or it, or them? Like MNISI said, I will be so complacent with the pronouns that have to be used. I'm not going to assume pronouns. Is it a he? Is it a her? Is it a it? Or is it a them? Woo! MNISI was not playing. But let's continue listening because he's taking a recess to find out. He's going to ask his client, do you know who the mastermind is that they're talking about?
Now, you know, as uncertain terms, you're telling this court about this mastermind. You're mentioning that there's only one mastermind. Who's this mastermind? Is it the person that is known to you? What is their name? Where do they stay? Or where does he or she stay? Who is she or he?
My lord, I only know the name by Nonhlanhla Kelly Khumalo.
Azigama ke mina lakhe ke ungqondo lona uNonhlanhla Kelly Khumalo.
MNISI said, I am here to play all the games. I'm going to do a long pause so that you all take in that name. Let it register. When you hear someone say your full ID name, it's game over. And Baloyi sat still in that chair as if he was glued to it. No objection from Baloyi. My goodness. Nonhlanhla Kelly Khumalo is many things. She dated a married man, SENZO MEYIWA. She has 3 children. She is a mother. She is an artist. But is she a mastermind? Do you consider her? What are your thoughts on her being ungondo in this case?
Nonhlanhla Kelly Khumalo. In the course of investigation, did you ever meet her? Because Nonhlanhla, I mean, it's a her. Now at least it dawns in my mind that we're talking about the lady here. Did you ever meet her in the course of your investigation?
No, my lord.
Did you ever make attempts to contact her?
No, my lord.
Now, in your knowledge, as part of the investigating team, what necessitated her non-arrest?
My lord, I have no idea. I do not know. What I know is that the brigadier told me that he has applied for a warrant and it was not issued, so I'm not sure why.
My lord, may I request a very final indulgence?
What?
Final indulgence to approach the accused.
Yeah, fine. No, it's because the first time I attended trial, which is superseded by 1 million requests to take instructions. That's all.
Yes, it is the court, my lord.
Because normal trials which I've attended to in the past, you take instructions, you know your version. Whatever witness comes with a version, you have consulted your witness. But in this trial, every 5 minutes, there's a stop-start. Is that something normal? Were you ever involved in a trial like this, with the stop-starts?
I've been given that opportunity to consult.
Yeah, but
Yes.
you ever, the stop-start.
Maybe to properly get instructions.
And it's not a criticism, it's just stating a fact.
Thank you.
Mr. Ramosepi. No, we are entitled to do that.
No, we are creatures of instructions.
Yes,
if
of
he
course.
raises the hand,
Yes.
no matter
No,
I consulted with him at the beginning, I still need to hear what he says.
No,
because
quite.
Tomorrow I'll be criticized to say he raised his hand, you didn't take the point.
No,
so
you're
it
entitled.
does happen. It's unlike that. The stop starts are for new instructions now.
Okay, therefore new instructions. Okay. Yes, Mr.
As it please the court, my lord.
Yeah.
I've got instructions from Mr. Mnyobe, much against what we have told to this court, that there's a mastermind here by the name of Nonhlanhla Kelly Khumalo, that he himself, he never met Kelly Khumalo in his life. There was no communication between him and Kelly Khumalo. There was no communication between Kelly Khumalo and him. There was never ever a communication between him and Kelly Khumalo in the presence of this other accused. There was never ever a communication between him, Kelly Khumalo, in the presence of this other accused about the killing of SENZO MEYIWA.
As I have mentioned, my lord, that I have no details of how each one is linked to the mastermind.
Finally, there's also no indication, nothing whatsoever, that this other accused person, beyond accused number 3, had a communication with Kelly Khumalo in the presence of other accused. That is mutatis mutandis. In other words, when Kelly Khumalo spoke to them or when they spoke to Kelly Khumalo, that thing never happened. In other words, this is a trump-up case against the accused person as against Kelly Khumalo as well.
My lord, I do not have comments, and as I have indicated that I have no knowledge how they are linked with each of the accused.
I'm left wondering what Begitele thinks when he hears this testimony, if he hears this testimony. A whole South African Police Services employee, investigator in a lead case saying, you know, I didn't communicate with Kelly Khumalo. I never asked her any questions. I didn't investigate her. I just know she was supposed to be arrested and it wasn't done. And now, you know, there is no, I have no details of how each one is linked to the master. A whole investigator. It's giving, I'm just going to work to collect my paycheck. It's giving, I don't care. It's giving lack of accountability. It's giving lack of leadership, because leadership, the employees behave the way that leaders show up, and it is showing that there is lack of leadership. Or Kininda must be that boss who just doesn't share information for fear of losing his job. He wants to keep everything to himself, or maybe he didn't want his investigation to leak to the public. But one thing's for certain, Kelly Khumalo is being defended in rooms that she's not in. She's being defended here by MNISI, as in, listen, none of these guys, there is no link to any communications with Kelly Khumalo. Therefore, and you yourself are saying you don't even know if there's a link. Therefore, if there's no link between these guys talking to Kelly Khumalo, therefore, there's no link of Kelly Khumalo talking to them. And he calls it, this is a trump-up case against the accused and Kelly Khumalo. Oh my goodness. Mzansi, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Should Kelly Khumalo get off the hook from coming to the stand, or should she still come to the stand as a witness to tell the real account of what happened in that house? Or should she be arrested and be accused number 6? Because what? A mastermind is sitting out freely creating all their content and creating music and increasing their revenue while they're not being subpoenaed and they're not being charged for a crime committed. This is South Africa, and Mzansi is a movie. Okay, Mzansi, that's it from us today. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for all your support. And we are on the road to 25,000 subscribers. And you already know, if you've made it this far in the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Chikotala video loading shortly.